The Lynk Co. 08 is not the kind of car that tries to win you over with one headline number. It arrives in Europe as the flagship for a brand still introducing itself, and it does something most newcomers are afraid to attempt. It leads with comfort and feel, rather than a spec war. Standing in front of it on the show floor, that intention is obvious before you ever open a door. From the outside, the shape is calm and deliberate. The nose is almost grille-free, with the daytime running lights set high above slim headlamps that cut straight into the hoodline. The black pillars give it a floating roof effect that makes a fairly large SUV look lighter than it is. What stands out in person is the paint. Under the lights, it shifts between deep black and a soft metallic shimmer, and the full-width rear light bar with a brand name spelled across it reads as expensive rather than loud. The flush handles and the frameless mirrors mounted low on a gloss black blade are details you usually find a segment or two higher. Inside is where this car makes its real argument. The cream and dark theme feels warm rather than cold, and the materials are the surprise. Everything you touch is soft. The door panels are metal where you rest your arm, and the stitching looks considered. A large portrait touchscreen runs the cabin, paired with a slim driver display, and the wireless charging tray sits under a sliding cover, so your phone is hidden away rather than on show. The little red accent line that traces the center console and the door tops is a nice touch, the kind of restraint that tells you someone cared. The first time you settle into the front seat, you understand who this car is really for. It is built around the people sitting in it, and it does not feel like a car trying to copy anyone. That is where the comfort story peaks. The front seats in the higher trim are heated, ventilated, and they massage you, and unlike a lot of systems that just inflate a bladder behind your back, this one actually needs. The front passenger gets the same treatment, which is rare at this money. If breakdowns like this help you decide what to look at next, subscribe so you catch the next one. The cabin also carries a 23-speaker sound system with speakers built into the headrests, so the audio wraps around you in a way that feels genuinely three-dimensional. There is one honest catch. Pushed to high volume, some cars show a faint crackle from the trim near the front, which is the kind of thing a software tune should settle. In normal listening, the headrest speakers are the best part of sitting here, and that is where most owners will live. The boot is sensible and flat, around 19 cubic feet under the cover, with a low-load lip and a proper powered tailgate. The rear seats are flat across the floor, so the middle passenger is not perched on a hump, and the space back there feels airy for a car this shape. Under all of it sits a single-motor plug-in hybrid setup, making 346 horsepower and 454 pound-feet of torque, fed by a battery large enough to return around 124 miles of electric range on the official cycle. The petrol engine spends most of its life switched off, and when the battery does run low, this is one of the very few plug-in hybrids that can take a proper fast charge 10 to 80% in about 33 minutes. It is front-wheel drive only here, so it is built for calm progress rather than corner carving, and the way it drives matches that. So the 08 is not chasing the fastest time or the sharpest handling. It is chasing the feeling of a car from a class above, and on comfort and equipment, it lands closer to that than the badge suggests. For a brand still proving itself in Europe, that is a confident place to start.